Hey game enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. This is what we're going to be modifying today. So hopefully I'm going to be able to take my old Game Boy Advance, and take it from this to this by the end of this video. Let's tackle this together. So this is the Game Boy Advance that I want to modify. You can tell it's pretty beat up. There's some pretty good scratching on the screen. Some parts are worn out. The case itself is kind of dull and worn. You know, it's old. It needs a refresh. So what I ended up doing was going online, and I found the Hesperiu Ditto. I definitely am butchering that. And it comes with an ISP screen, a full case, new buttons, and then the one that I got comes with the replacement battery that you can charge via USB. So let me show you the kit that I bought, and then we'll start tearing into this. So this is everything that comes with the kit. You get a replacement shell. I went with this pretty cool looking blue color. And that also comes with the rechargeable battery that you can plug in and charge via USB-C. The back of the case actually comes with the replaceable cover. And this is modified for this screen and to have all the notch cut out. All the little aspects of the battery tray is cut out so that you can fit this rechargeable battery in here. So there's no cutting or anything required. It comes with all new pads and rubber gaskets. You get your D-pad and your buttons, all new screws, LED power indicator, your power switch. You get the side pieces as well, and then you get a new set of L and R buttons that go with it. The key aspect of this kit is this ISP screen, which fits perfectly right down inside the case that they provide you. You have two sensors that allow you to change the settings. So there's one here and one up here to change brightness. And then there are 3 wires that they provide to you separately that you will have to solder. So if you can see here, I had to solder these 3 wires on. I did that off camera to save time and a little bit of frustration, but I did get it taken care of and it wasn't too difficult. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and start to disassemble the Game Boy Advance and get everything put together. For the old Game Boy Advance, you're gonna have 6 total tri-wing screws. And then the back plate will come off. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the batteries out just to make it easier. Missed the one Phillips screw under the battery cover, so now it should come off. Super simple. And there we have our motherboard. And go ahead and take off our left and right buttons. And this is what the inside of the Game Boy Advance looks like. Go ahead and we're going to take out one. Let's see how many I can see. 1, 2 screws that I can see. They both look to be Phillips. So with those 2 screws out, I think all we need to do is release this ribbon cable here. So we will go ahead and pop that out. The motherboard comes out. We can go ahead and put the rest of this to the side. We're not going to need any of this. Everything else that we have with the kit basically replaces all of this. So the screen, the rubber pads, buttons, everything else, this can just be put aside along with the back plate and pretty much everything else that you have with the original Game Boy, because it comes with a brand new case. So we're going to put this aside. Now that we've got the Game Boy Advance taken apart, I'm going to do some prep work on the new case. What we're going to do is we're going to get the screen put into the front shell here. The way that the shell is made, if you can see it, it's a little bit wider on this side here, which means that when you put the screen in, it's going to go in one direction and then it's going to fall in. So we're going to take the screen, and there's some blue adhesive here that you're going to be able to take off, and then we're going to basically, it's easier if you do it backwards, but really what you're going to do is I'm going to take these wires and put them through here because I've already done them, and we're going to drop in the screen similar to this. I'm going to put the screen, and I might actually try to make sure that these are all, but it's going to go in kind of like this. It's going to fall in place. So let me get this all prepped up and we'll get it installed. Okay, now that we got those soldered up, let's see if we can take a closer look and make sure that those actually got soldered correctly. We got TP8 there. TP2 there. And then down here, we got TP9. Now that we have all of our wires connected, we'll go ahead and mount up our touch sensors here. We'll go ahead and stick these. I'm going to put one up top. If I can peel off the plastic here. There. And put one right here. Or try to put one right here. A little finicky. There we go. And then we'll put the other one down here, which I don't know if it makes more sense to put it down here or to put it behind the glass. I've seen people do it both ways. I'm just not sure what would make the most sense. I'm going to try to make sure that these wires are not pinched in any way. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do it, this bottom one right here. But I believe now, after reading some information online, that you can actually use the L&R buttons that we just wired up to gain access to the screens. For some reason this doesn't want to stick. I don't understand why. I wonder if I just use this adhesive. There, I ended up getting it stuck down right there. Hopefully it works. If not, I can use this touch sensor up here. I don't think you need both of them. So yeah, with that, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to plug in our cable. I believe you put this in upside down like this. The kit comes with two. Based on my motherboard, if you look, I have a smaller set of pins than this one, so I'm guessing I need to use this one here. So I'll go ahead and install that now, and then we'll flip the board over and finish installing the rest of the parts.
Where else would it be? I have no idea where else it would be other than the car. Justin?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. It's just very quiet in here.
Well, I'm doing a video right now.
You're filming?
Yeah.
It's in my car seat. Not the best place for it, but I think what I probably did was I grabbed my wallet like this and it slipped out of my hand and then I didn't realize it just didn't fall out like on my
Okay, now that we have the ribbon cable in and all of our wires connected up, let's go ahead and we can start to drop in all of our buttons. We'll go ahead and install our membranes. Now that we have the membranes, for start and select, the D-pad, A and B, and then don't forget to put in your little light indicator, little plastic piece here that indicates that the game is turned on. I'll go ahead and flip this over, make sure we don't pinch any of our wires. It should sit right down, nice and easy. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and connect our ribbon cable for our display next. Go ahead and lock that in place, these tabs. Next, we should be able to put in our power slider. That's going to slide in right down there. Put in our little side pieces. I can never remember which way these go. I'm guessing these are going to go, this is going to go over here, upside down. And if it's not right, oh, there we go. That one must go there. This one must go right there. And then we'll go ahead and put in our L and R. So it's upside down, so R is going to go over here. So slide that underneath, and then Should be able to drop it right in there. There we go. Should be a little hole for it to go into. And the same for this one here. I'm going to go ahead and drop it right in the slot. I'm going to go ahead and put in our L and R buttons. So go ahead and put L over here. There should be a little hole for them to drop right into. Alright. And before we forget, let's go ahead and screw down our motherboard. Getting a little ahead of ourselves here. Okay, now that we have the screws in, jump the gun there, we should be able to go ahead and install the back cover on, making sure that we don't have any pieces that are missing and that everything is lined up. Alright, now that we've got everything in place, left and right buttons, side panels, piece. Alright, now that we've got everything back in place, the left and right buttons, we've got our ribbon cable connected, the two side pieces, we should be able to throw the back on, and it should close up perfect. Go ahead and get some of these screws in. With all the screws in the back, it is now time to go ahead and put the battery in and start it up for the first time. So again, this is one of the USB-C rechargeable batteries. Just makes it way easier to charge the game, and I guess it's supposed to last a lot longer than AA batteries. So you just slide it in left to right here, and then it slides down and clicks into place. And then it comes with this battery cover that's already got the USB-C port connected to it. I will say it's a snug fit. It's kind of got to make sure you're down in the grooves, and then it snaps in place. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Let's go grab a game and we'll try it out for the first time. Alright, so I grabbed Super Mario 3. It's Super Mario Advance 4. Throw it in here and start it up, see what it looks like. There we go. This is so much nicer than the original. You can actually see the screen. It's much clearer. And playing the Makes it much better for playing outside. The other Game Boy Advance, you couldn't really play it outside because it really didn't have the greatest contrast. And yeah, this is going to be great. So much easier to see. So yeah, so this is a pretty awesome mod to do for your Game Boy Advance. It's not the most difficult thing to do. You just have to understand that you know, you have to follow the instructions and make sure you put everything back where it goes. It does require a little bit of soldering, but it's not too difficult. Just make sure you don't pinch your wires whenever you when you're installing the screen, and make sure that yeah, there's no binding or anything like that on the case when you put it back. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.